So welcome back to our NHL 24 Edmonton Oilers franchise mode. We're here at the deadline, having, yet again a good season. Not quite as good at this point as we were in the last season. But there is a kind of a glaring hole in our lineup right now. It's that third line we put together isn't quite up to scratch when it comes to scoring. And there's no point in having like a third line scoring line if, they're not exactly getting the job done, so to speak, in their role. So we're going to be looking to shake things up. Now, it seemed like the people who commented about the trades were in favor of trying to grab Bennett and as well as Geeky for this third line. And if we can maybe replace Texier on that left wing side as well for an upgrade, we will. But the biggest thing is to get the two-way forwards for the center and right wing spot. As Texier is a two-way guy, he could be there instead of upgrading on that. But we'll see what we can do with the value that we have. So if you guys are enjoying this series, of course, hit that like button as we get underway to making some trades here at the deadline, trying to improve ourselves, get ready for the playoffs here. So first things first, we're going to look for Bennett. 1 year left, no extension in place. That's perfect. So let's see if they want either Kessel or Steele. They do not. Bit unfortunate. But let's start with Steele in there. And see what else we have in the way of value that we can get rid of. We do have some... Oh, they want... Okay. Nikulin doesn't have too much value. I'm looking for, like, unsigned guys, maybe with... Yeah, he's, like, kind of the only one. This might be a bit tough. Oh, yeah. Trying to find the value is going to be slightly tough. Now, we can make some shifts here and there. We already traded picks from 26. Let's see. We could use these guys. I mean, yeah, they're, low elites and such, but this guy's 49, 19 still. Or, yeah. He's 19 already and still 49 overall. We draft him lower, so he has grown, but I mean, I'd rather keep the picks. You could get better trade value for them, technically. And it's similar value to the third, but it's slightly more. And honestly, these are the guys I look to kind of move. They're long shots anyway. And obviously our timeline's more win now. So that looks like it should go through. And we could even get a pick back, perhaps. Oh, wow, they don't... Oh, man, they have nothing. Oh, dude, they're in a rough spot. Tanking this season, and they don't have a first or a second. They are screwed. All right, let me look in terms of picks. We got 1, 2. Yeah, we only have 8. We could have a total of 12, as this will be the second draft. And 5 in the first 2 rounds. We're not going to get any of that from these guys, obviously, because they don't have it. But throwing in I'll try a 3 and a 4. That ain't going to work, but see what they say to it. Quite far off. Doing that. Okay, 3, don't think that works. But with their blocks matching, you never know. Nope. Alright, so, could be a 4. We could... Yeah, let's make it a 4 here. That should work. Bennett in a 4th for Steele and Fane. Quite close to fair value. We do have a backup. 67 at 20. Like, yeah, could be solid, but we have Aldenfelt, Yeah, we don't really need this guy. So throw him in there. They actually want him as well. With the block match, I wonder if I can actually get a 3 because the block is matching. I don't think so, but I'll try it anyway. No, okay. It'll have to be a 4 still. Where was... Ah, shoot. I don't want to erase it. It's not going to matter where... necessarily where Calgary is. I'll throw both of them in there just to see what they say. Okay, no. See if we can pick up 7 from it as well. Oh. Still a bit off. Okay. So can't get a 4. 5 and a 7. Should work. There we go. Just a 5. That's okay. Alright. So we just have to go to lines, because it's not actually a roster issue. So right here, we throw in Sam Bennett. Boom. So already your third line looks better. And now, we're going to go for Geeky, who was, I believe, in Boston, who were around 500. Now, I don't think they had him on the block, so this is going to be slightly tougher. Actually, he's a bit higher than this, isn't he? Yeah. Geeky, 1 year left, no extension, just double check it on that. And this is nice, because we're actually going to send Kessel back to Boston. So Kessel, again, you're going to have to... I'm honestly not opposed to just throwing in the other low elite. I'd rather hold on to the picks. Yeah, could turn out to be solid. It's more of a long shot. I think I want to capitalize on that value. And that would work. And from here, we could gain back yet another pick. And the picks that I am grabbing, not that 5th. The 5th, we can still get a low elite with it. If I'm able to get a 3rd or a 4, that's in, you know, that medium elite territory. And with more picks, we can use them to move up into the 2nd. If there's low elites there and stuff like that. And those are going to be better ETAs, better overalls, may even have X factors if we're lucky. So that's kind of the goal here. So let's see. Can I snag that 3 from him? Probably not, but maybe. Castle DeMello for Geeky in a 3rd. No. Alright. Let's throw... They don't have a 4. Alright, LA's is worth a bit less. Let's see what they say to that. No. Okay. That 2nd has very, very little value. I have that low 9. I want to see what they say to that. They don't want him, unfortunately. But I can throw him in the 7D in there. If I can get that 2nd from next season. No, okay, that ain't happening. Alright. Well. No 4. Let me try 5, 6, 7. Again, I don't expect this to work, but I just want to see what they're going to say to certain stuff. Oops. Yeah, so we can't actually get what I was after. They don't have a 4, so I can't test it. I mean, I could get a 4 from next season. But I think I'd rather load up here. Eh. Let me see what they say about a 4 from next season. The 3 looks like the same amount of value, but I'll try it. Sometimes it's slightly less. Let's see what they say to a 4 from next season. Okay, no, it's still saying quite far off, so I'm not as close as I think. Might not even go through for a 5. Yeah, it's actually not going to go through 5. I don't even know if it'll go through straight up right here. No. Oh, man. That might not even go through straight up. Oh, it will. Okay. That's okay. Like, maybe I could have got a 7th. I'm not too fussed about it. But this does mean I don't think we could improve that left wing side. I can look into it. We have the cap. Well, that's a +2 as it is. What? Oh, the 4-man? Just put him on there too. I never do the 4-man power plays. I just don't. I feel like it doesn't pop up enough for me to really give it too much thought. All right. Huh. I think he's on the block though. Oh no? Wait a sec. Oh, maybe he's center and... Oh, no, it's not Kempe. Who was it? Oh, maybe he's... I thought it was an LA player. I could be wrong about that, though. I think I am wrong. At least he's not on it. LA anymore. I don't know why I thought... Anyway, let me... I'll look at it. I think it's... Oh, was it Fiala? I think it might have been Fiala. I can't remember now, but... Let me take one quick look, because I know I can find him again. I follow. And yes, he's in Winnipeg. He is much better than Texier. The value's honestly obtainable. Oh, yeah. And Texier actually has good value because... Oh, man, this would go through straight up. The thing about this is we do have Texier for another year. So do I want to go completely overboard and overhaul the entire thing? I mean, he is better. He's better all the way across, offensively, defensively. Don't know if he fits our third line as good as Texier does. I think it might be better to keep Texier on that 1.7. Yeah, I do. I think it's going to be slightly better. Yes, Follow is better, but we have Texier for one more year on that 1.7. And while I probably could make it work, I mean, I 100% can. It is just for that 1 year. And then we probably lose the entire third line again. We can keep Texier as the a common guy in there again, and with the +2 chemistry, we could be sacrificing more attributes in the aggregate if we throw Fiala there instead of Texier. Hard to say, but again, as we're kind of playing money puck here, having Texier a third liner with one more year at 1.7 isn't too bad. He could also play fourth at that price if we are somehow able to really improve that third line. Yeah. I think this makes sense. I think we should just hold on to Texier. Yeah, it's close. Don't get me wrong, it's close. And maybe we're able to maintain at least a +1 chemistry, which would make it worth it, but I do not know for sure. I'd rather, I think, just have the +2 here with these three guys. I really think so. Yeah, I think it just makes more sense. And if I'm looking at the differential between Texier's third and second line, if Fiala really likes that second line, maybe he doesn't like the third. again, you can't really base it just on that, but I think my gut's saying I should just leave it like this. So we did still vastly improve that third line. It makes more sense now since we'll roll 3 lines. We have a more kind of defensive-oriented line, and then a heavy, still decent, fourth line whenever they, get some ice time. But yeah, towards the end of games, you're going to be rolling 3 especially, and there's your shutdown. Supposedly. We'll see if it works. We're hoping it does, obviously. But yeah, I think I'll hold off on getting Fiala. We'll keep Texier in there. I like that we have him for an extra year. And we won't have to do as much when it comes to free agency. So, that's that. Now, what I didn't do in the last episode is check out the progress reports, which I usually do at the deadline. So we're going to do that. We don't have any really young guys in here. No. In the system here, this guy's actually grown a lot. He's a center sniper, though, so it's not amazing or anything like that. Decent. These guys are kind of inconsequential to the overall plan. Shields has grown a little bit. Shot power, shot blocking, stick checking, and physical. It's not a ton, but again, sometimes those guys who are close to NHL ready at 18, they don't grow a whole lot in that first year, but he honestly looks like he'll be ready for NHL next season. Let me go by this. Bufflin's grown slightly. I would have liked a little bit more. But yeah, those are really our only big 2 prospects. Alnefelt hasn't grown. A bit unfortunate, but he is listed as backup now. He jumped in the offseason. All right, not a ton of growth. And we'll give you guys a look at what I've been scouting here as well. So we have an idea of what's coming in the draft. No medium steals. How about lows? Nothing confirmed, but that's in a good spot. That's in a good spot. All right, nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Not a whole lot. Hopefully scouts can do a bit more here. But we may only have 1 more scouting time, because if we're in those playoffs, we have to let Auto Scout do it. Okay. Let's see. Actually, let me check extensions before I sim, too. We may actually have something to be able to do, because guys we're past the whatever date that is with the CBA. So guys on 1 years, we could actually extend. Barabanov is 1. Let's see what kind of price tag he wants. Yeah, it's going to be about the same. I don't know if you get stat growth. 49 and 64. It's close. Bennett, nah. What's he want? Ooh. 2 years is the cheapest. We can see how he does, but man, he could actually be pretty good. We'd save some money there. Tanev, I think that's just the 1 year. He's in danger of starting to decline, and he's not like a true top 4 in anyway. Geeky might be a little bit tough. Oh my goodness, no, he's not. He wants, okay, that's a cheap, you know what? We might not have to get rid of this third line at all. Wow. Yeah, that's just over 1.7. So 1.725. Yep. 2 years, yeah. I'll keep Geeky at that price. And I guess you can kind of hold on to Bennett. He's a bit more expensive. But if you do the 2 years for him, that's... Wow. 2.7. I mean, that's a cheap third line. And we kind of have to keep that in mind. I'm going to do it. I'm going to extend both of them. I think that's kind of a good idea here. Again, I mean, they might absolutely suck, but on our third line, I don't know. I still like the idea. And we can give it a full year shot, and if we don't like it, I mean, we can move them if we really want to. Those are movable, 2 movable contracts. Bare bottom's a tricky one. We could do 2 years. It's technically less than he's making right now. And if he does get stat growth, that could be a good chunk of value. It could be a really, really good chunk of value. How much extension bucks do I have left? Yeah, we have plenty. We're not really going to find a player of this caliber for less than this in free agency. And again, we can. This is a very, very movable contract. Yeah, for 4 mil, essentially, we're gonna get pretty much guaranteed 50 plus points at him. 50, 60. I'd say that's worth it. Yep. Okay. Alright, I'm glad I checked that. Gregor. He would be a solid depth piece, so if he wants depth money, I'd give it to him, because I would play him as depth. Kinda, sorta. Let me actually see that. That's gonna be low. Like, lower than what he's making. It's under $1 mil. And for a true depth piece, yeah. Yeah, we could use 2 years of... And because right now he's 4th line, but he would be very, very serviceable as a depth piece. I'll show you why. His offense is fine. 86 awareness, 84 passing, pretty decent. Okay enough shot. Defensively good. 74 face-offs. We could use him in the middle in a pinch. Yep. Why is his skating only at, like, in the 87s? He's super fast. Okay. Pissick, no. Ryan, oh, man. This guy's such a cool 4th liner, but he's not going to last too much longer, I don't think. So don't extend him. Definitely don't extend Stahl. Vakanainen, I like him as depth, but he might want, like, good amount of money. Yeah, no, yeah, that's not exactly a depth contract. He's RFA, so we can tender him, maybe hold out. They Malcolm not going to extend. He's going to want likely too much. Yep. No way. Okay. Plus we have Alnefelt. Alright, that is what we're going to do. Hopefully we get all those guys. Let me just go to advanced day here. We'll sim through the deadline. And see what happens. Cop to Nashville for 2 seconds. That's it? Okay. Sandberg on waivers, no. Tanev is out with injury. Mild concussion, though. He'll be back very soon. We'll throw in our guy. And I'm just gonna see, okay, Geeky extended. Ugh, Bennett actually, oh shit. Bennett rejected. They're bound to have extended, though. Gregor extended. I didn't math wrong on Bennett, I know that. But he may have changed his price. That happens. And he might not want an extension now. That actually doesn't matter. You can still sign him. Okay, yeah, but he wants more, and that I'm not doing that. So, okay. We're not going to be able to have Bennett. That's a bit unfortunate. Alright, let's just keep going. Let's finish out the year. Yeah, I was really excited about that Bennett contract. I was kind of surprised it was so low, but yeah, there you go. It did that thing where he changes his ask. Alright, Tanev's back. That was a rough loss against Chicago. Too many goals against. Probably Van Milken net. Vegas, we beat them 4-2. Colorado fire their coach. Couple of wins in the shootout. All right, let me do some scouting quick. All right, continuing on here. So hopefully we have a pretty good end of the season. We should have at least 50 wins. We get 50 there. But kind of win-loss at times. But we heat up going into the playoffs. A pair of shutouts. I like that. And we're taking on Calgary. Battle for Alberta in the first round. Wow, okay, so wait a sec. They were terrible. We got... No, sorry. I was just remembering Sam Bennett on Calgary for some friggin' reason. Don't mind me. Just going back in time. So 53-23, 612-point season. Goals for 363. Goals against 287. Power play about 70%. Yeah, that's okay. New York won the Presidents. We're in second. Damn, dude, they had such a sick team. We're second best in goals for, but oh my god, New York. And they probably had the best defense. Oh, by far. Yeah, we actually slipped down defensively, which is a bit curious. Power play. We are still top 5. Penalty kill. Just inside the top 10. Shorties, we were tied for first with 5 teams in shorties for. But we are dangerous shorthanded. Very similar home and away records. Hopefully that translates into the playoffs. That was one of our biggest things last season in the playoffs. So we kind of struggled on the road. Love to be able to compete better on the road. But second place in the NHL. We won the conference. And McDavid had 124 points. Probably should have had more still. But hey, 50 goals, 73 assists, 124 points. He's doing McDavid things. Draisaitl had 103. Hyman with 80. Nuge with 75. Barabanov 64. Might be enough to get him stat growth. Who knows? Kane with 54. 26 goals. Bennett 44. Had 11 and 18 with us. That's really good. Was a -1. Geeky had 38 points with us. 8 and 18. Taxi 32. Ryan 28. Great. Wow. Actually, that fourth line was pretty freaking good. Defensively, Bouchard led the way with 40 points plus 26. Good season, but we're still kind of waiting for him to get like 50, 60 points. I don't know if he will. Might not. Goaltenders. Okay, yeah. Skinner did fall off a bit. 9-11 with a 2.68. Vejmelka still didn't get the points I wanted out of him. Stats, okay, but not the greatest, man. Not the greatest, but he'll still be useful if Skinner, I think, struggles in the playoffs. I think Vejmelka will be a good guy to be able to turn to. We'll see. Hopefully, Skinner doesn't struggle in the playoffs. All right, so let's see how we stacked up to the rest of the league. I'm assuming, yeah, McDavid led the way in points with 124. Then it was Kucherov and Point, 113 and 111. Zibanejad, Nylander, Draisaitl, Pasta. A lot of guys with 100 points. That's what I like to see. All right, goal leader. Well, it's Kucherov with 70. 70 goals for Nikita Kucherov. Holy crap. Assist leader was Point with 93. That makes sense. They were obviously playing together. Wow. Let's see who's the most clutch. Maybe mathematically Yarncroke, but that's super impressive from Zibanejad. 15-game winners. Power play goal leader. McDavid with 19. Power play point totals. Kucherov with 32. McDavid at 31. Shorties. 4 for Natchez. I thought McDavid had 3. Shorty points. Geeky with 5. I don't think any of those were with us, though. Because I don't think we played him. Short-handed. Interesting. All right, let's go to possible Selke candidates here. Lindholm, gotta be one. Even Kopitar, too, is a mention, but Lindholm had way better face-up percentage. Crosby. God, it's still really slow trying to scroll these. Like, you see all out skips and stuff? Craziness. Ugh. So sluggish. My guess is Lindholm or Crosby. And I don't want to scroll anymore because it's annoying. Fuck! Oh my god. He's right back to 91, and his defense went right back up. Doesn't matter if you fucking... Jesus Christ. He had 2 less points than McDavid did. That was so stupid. That's so ridiculous. Anyway, Norris for him. Let's see who the top goaltender is. Looks like Ottinger to me. You can make an argument for Thatcher, kinda, but he played less. He had 1 more shutout and only .01. So I'd have to hear some real good arguments to make it a tie between Thatcher and Ottinger. Considering when you look at, like, Ottinger was on a worse team. At least through the games that he played. And only 1 additional shutout in 10 games played. I have to think about the rate, but... maybe we can give a tie between Demko and Ottinger. But those are definitely the 2. Man, but you can also make an argument for Lehner. Only .02 less save percentage than Ottinger. Clearly on a worse team. Same amount of shutouts in less games. Better goals against. So maybe a 3-way tie. But that's where it ends. Can't make the argument for Shesterkin because look at the team he was on. 6 shutouts, yes, but I don't know, man. It was actually tough. Kind of tough. But honestly, that good of a team. He even had a worse goals against than these guys who are on clearly worse teams. The shutouts are nice. But is that enough to put him in a tie with those 3? Or those 2? Don't know. I know some people guessed Shesterkin, and will probably argue for him because of that. I don't know, man. Judging by the team he was on. This is the #1 team in the NHL. You honestly expect him to do better than he did. So yeah, I think 3-way tie, Ottinger, Demko, Lehner. If we go that direction. Alright. Rookie... Oh, that's... I was like... That freaked me out for a second. I'm like, what the hell? I was thinking of the Caps guy. Leo Carlsson with 56 points. Wright with 54. They may give it to Wright based on goals and game loves his plus minus. Who knows? Only 56 points though. Any rookie goaltender? Levi was pretty freaking good. Considering his record, the team he was on, and then throw those in. That's a very strong argument. Especially with only 56 points being the top rookie. They don't like to give it to goalies though. Alright, fun stats now. Hits. No one hit 200 soft. Fights, McEwen, Perry, Jeannot, Foligno, and Middleton all with double digits. Alright. So there you go. And into the playoff tree, Winnipeg and Minnesota, Dallas, LA, Canucks against Vegas, and then the Battle of Alberta. In the Eastern Conference, the Battle of Pennsylvania, the Flyers and the Penguins, New York and Ottawa, Buffalo and the Lightning, and then the Leafs and the Hurricanes. So that's that. And let's see what Calgary has in store for us. Huberdeau, Kadri, Patrick Kane. Their center core sucks. Backlund, Coleman, Dubé, Hunt, Sharangovich, Ruzicka, Coronado. Like, they're not bad depth on the wings, but... yeah. Can't get behind that center core. Defensively, Weegar, Anderson. They drop off after that, but we've seen defensive cores like that absolutely smash us. Markstrom and net. Alright. They don't have the greatest depth either. I mean, we're much better on paper. We are so much better on paper. I mean, we know what our lines look like. We got 98 and 99 overall, McDavid and Draisaitl, and 91 Hyman. Second line, we're weaker on the wings, of course. I do like our third line more now. We should have the advantage defensively. Skinner is about the same overall. We'll see. We shall see. I like our chances, but EA Sim Engine is EA Sim Engine. But we on paper are the far better team. Home ice advantage. Battle for Alberta. We gotta show out. Game 1. 2-1 OT win. Not a ton of goals, but we do edge the victory out. All right. Game 2. We need to get that offense rolling. There we go. Allowed some more goals, but we won the game 6-4. Now we head into the Saddle Dome in Calgary. Again, series doesn't begin until a team loses on home ice. And we got to have a better away record than we did last season. Come on. Game 3. 3-1 win. That's a solid playoff victory right there. Game 4. Can we complete the sweep? Yes, we can. 3-2, and just like that, the Calgary Flames, their season is over. Perfect first round played by the Oilers right there. We got everything that we needed. Good goaltending. Our offense stepped up in the last 3 games. I like it. And our second round opponent is Vegas, who won their series in 5 over the Vancouver Canucks. Let's take a gander at our stats after that. 3.5 and a 2. I like that. Power play wasn't super strong. Penalty kill was strong, though. Vegas, how they looking? Oh, man. Better ratio, better power play, weaker penalty kill. All right, all right. They were good. They were good in that first round. Can't take anything away from them. Draisaitl with 5 points. McDavid had 4. Kane had 4. Nuge had 4. Banoff had 4. Bennett had 3. Hyman had 3. Geeky had 2. Texier with 1. Okay, fourth line, only 1 point. A goal from O'Brien. Oops. Bouchard 3. Tanev 2. Ekholm 2. Broberg 1. Everyone is a plus, though. And Skinner killed it. Skinner crushed it, man. Whew. Hell of a series from him. Great series all the way around, but now we face off against Vegas, who had a great first round. Just like us. So 2 hot teams. Marchessault, Eichel, Stone, Barbashev, Stevenson, Roy, DeBrusque, Carlson, Sundqvist, Denisenko, Hayes, Kolasar. That is a strong forward core. Very strong forward core. Comparable to ours, they probably even... Well, I mean, on our top line, hard to say that anyone could get the edge on us there. Petro and Theodore, McNabb, Whitecloud, Miramanoff, and Kulak. Leonard, who did very... Oh, man. This is almost like a mirror match. I like our defensive core better, but who knows? Like, individual stats-wise. Nah, that's shutdown. Oh, yeah, that's some shutdown. So you can't... Yeah, I would say still pretty even. And with these two, yeah, especially. This is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. Can our first line get around that shutdown first pairing? Could be a big question. Could be a big question. Starting off on home ice. Rogers Place. I remember this. Rogers just names everything after themselves and changes the second word. Game 1. O'Brien fought through a minor injury. We win 4-1. What a start. What a start to that series. Game 2. All right, 5-4 loss. We couldn't keep the puck out of the net in that one. That's a bit of an issue, but they even the series up at 1 game apiece. We head into T-Mobile Arena. This is where it gets tricky. You want to keep up the good presence on the road. Can we do it here in Game 3? Tanev goes down in that game. Bit unfortunate. We're going to throw in Vakanainen. He did give us a +1 there. We win in OT 4-3. That's massive. That's a massive win. Playing in, at least a portion of the game with only 5D. That's huge. Another win on the road. Game 4 on the road. Can we take the 3-1 stranglehold? Yes, we can in overtime again. 4-3 with a chance to finish off Vegas in our home arena. The fans are behind us. Come on, Edmonton. 5-2 victory. Beautiful. Goaltending wasn't as good in that series, but it was clutch goal scoring, man. Our goal scoring was in there the whole time. No less than 4 goals in a game, no less than 3 goals in regulation. That's exactly what you want. You want your goal scorers to step up when you need them to. So we head to the Western Conference Finals once again, this time against the Dallas Stars. Jake Ottinger in the house, but they won both their series in 7. So they might be a little bit tired, but they're also locked in. Okay. Hello, McDavid. All right, let's see how our stats look now. 389, 244. You knew that was going to probably come back down to earth a bit, especially against the Vegas team who was scoring as well as they were. But it's still a good ratio. Power play got better. We actually only had 7 opportunities in that series. Penalty kill is still decent. Dallas. They have a 1 different. Oh man, that's a danger. How the fuck did they have that many opportunities on the power play? Oh man, their special teams is out of this world. They struggle on the road, though. They struggle on the road. All right. We do have home ice advantage. That could be a good sign for us. Oh, McDavid and Draisaitl and Hyman. That whole first line is crushing it. But we've lost a lot of scoring from everywhere else, which is not what you want to see necessarily. It's great that they did so good, but they essentially won that series for us. And that's why you pay them, but also we're going to need some depth scoring, I think. Insane performance out of them. But yeah, depth scoring falling off in that way is not great. Back at 9 in 2 games played, -1 with no points. Skinner's still crushing it. All right. It doesn't get easier from here, we know that. We're gonna need to get a bit more scoring down the line, for sure. The Dallas Stars. Robertson, Hintz, and Pavelski on the top line. Ben Sagan, Dadonov, Marchment, Eller, Johnston, Deandra, Foxon, Stankoven. Stankoven, the stanky oven. Wow, he has got a sick awareness. He's really strong offensively. Defensively, Heiskanen, Lundqvist, Suter, Lindell, Harley, Hanley. This is kind of similar to how ours is built, but we're slightly better on the right side. But Heiskanen is a G. Better than Fox. Ottinger's been solid for them. As you expect him to be. Not the greatest depth and not a single defensive depth piece, so let's forecheck hard. Wear them out, but again, another solid first line. Depth-wise, though, I mean, it's even. I think we even haven't beat on the second line, but they got to step it up. Got to keep scoring. If they find a way to shut down our first line and the other guys can't step up, we may be in trouble here. Western Conference Finals begins right now. Game 1, home ice advantage. We lose 4-2. It's a game where we weren't able to score. Game 2. 3-2. 2 games where we couldn't score. I don't like that. I think that's not great. That's not great. Third line are all positives. 6 points in 11 games played. It's not enough. (19-19) still. Hmm. I'm thinking about splitting them up. Maybe even something like that. Try to have McDavid carry a line? I don't know, though. That makes me a little bit nervous. Like McDavid, Hyman, and like Nugent Draisaitl. I'm thinking about doing that. Not that Kane's been great by any means. But we need to get going. These two can feed Draisaitl. We need to get the offense going. Down 2-0. We only scored 2 in each of those games. Now we're on the road in Dallas. Game 3. 6-3 win. There we go. Huge, huge response. Game 4. Can we even this series back up? Oh, fuck me. Nugent Hopkins is down. Okay. Stahl goes in on the 3rd. Yeah. Could be Ryan. Better face-offs. Well, first things first, Bennett's going to get second line. Oof. And in Nuge's spot on PP1. It's going to be Barabanov. And on PP2, Bennett's going to go in. Ah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Should have Draisaitl play in the middle. Really? That decreased? Why did that decrease? That's really weird. Huh. But Draisaitl is insane face-offs. That is really weird that it decreased, though. Ryan has better face-offs, but Stahl has better offensive stats. Yeah, and Stahl, veteran. I want him in the main rotation, I think. Damn. Yeah, Draisaitl's got to play middle, man. Let's be honest. No, that doesn't work. Weird. That's really weird. They both have the same friggin' position. Center left wing, center left wing. I don't know why that should affect it, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I want Draisaitl in the middle. So we have to split up McDavid Draisaitl for now. But it's, yeah, I don't know. Depends on if we friggin' win this game too. That's a big if, but I think that's what we're gonna go with. We lost it 3-2. Fuck me. Only one game we're able to get the offense going. But yeah, we did lose Nuge in that game. But these are going to be the lines. Game 5. Trying to keep this season alive in the conference finals. Alright, Tanev's back before we go in. That's huge. That is huge. We need Tanev back. No offense to Vakanainen. He hasn't been amazing. He's been okay. But we need Tanev. Come on, boys. Oh, we lost in overtime, 5-4. The luck ran out. We couldn't win in overtime again, but we kept tempting fate. Couldn't get enough shutdown in that series, and yeah, didn't get enough goal support either, really. So we lose to Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. 3-6-4. Yeah, defense kept getting worse. Power play stunk. And this time we suck on the home ice. God damn it. Ah! Oof. We just couldn't get what we needed. Not enough depth scoring. I mean, McDavid, Draisaitl did what you expected. Obviously, Hyman too. But yeah, you needed a bit more. Bennett didn't get a single point in that game. Yeah, you needed more. The fucking crazy thing is Nuge only had 6 points in 13 games played. That is nuts to me. Look how snake-bitten he was. Like, yeah, injury hurt us a lot, but wow. How the hell were you that snake-bitten? That second line wasn't great. That sunk us. Again, lack of scoring down the lineup this time. Wasn't a huge problem last time, but that time we got sunk. Skinner really fell off. Like, he ended, like, those are good stats to end with, but he just went from a 930 something, or 930 something to that in the series. I wish you could do a series by series breakdown of their stats. Wasn't too great. But I mean, again, he still was solid throughout the playoffs, but like in this series, could be an empty netter. 3 goals allowed. 3 goals allowed. 3 goals allowed. 3 goals allowed. 4 in reg. Not great in that series. Ah! Damn. But I still like the formula. I think we just need to improve upon this second line. I say get Kane the F out of here. He's starting to decline. Get Kane out of here, and we need a better goal scoring option on that line. I definitely think we need a better goal scoring option. I love Hyman, I love Nuge, and I love what they do. I think we just need a better goal scoring option. Like, 26 goals only. I need 30. I need 30 out of that second line winger spot. I definitely do. So I think we got to get Kane the hell out of here. He'll be on the last year of his deal. So, easy to ship that out. We need to look for some kind of a goal scorer for sure. I still like Barabanov. I am basically ignore his overall and look at what he brings. 88 and 89. He's solid defensively. He's a good enough skater. Like, he didn't perform that great, but no one did, you know? And I think part of it is, again, there's no real goal scorer there. Kane kind of, sort of, but it needs to be better. Gonna need to replace the top 4 once again. Or replace the top 2. And since Bouchard, even in a top 2 scenario, isn't actually producing as a top 2. Like, to me, this is kind of ridiculous. For only 40, this guy should be hitting 50. And he don't need basically 2 years in a row of the same thing. He should be hitting 50. With the ice time he's getting. So might as well kind of put him down there, or might as well trade him. But he does make pretty decent money. I don't know. It still is working quite well. Like, he and Nurse together are still a very, very good pairing. That's a lot of penalties from Broberg. What the hell? That's a fucking lot of penalties. He had 84 discipline. Why you take... See how many penalties he had in the regular season? 59 PIMs. What? Huh. Yeah. I didn't feel like I should have turned that over to Vejmelka either in that series. Like, Maybe someone would have wanted me to. I didn't really feel like he was egregious. 4-2, 3, like it wasn't like, in all honesty, besides maybe this game, we should be able to score 4 goals. Like, I mean, not all the time, but you got to think, these 2 games right here, we need a bit more offensively. I didn't see anything that made me think, okay, we gotta put Vejmelka in. Like, none of that. To me, it wasn't really him. Besides, look how fucking good he was throughout the rest of the playoffs, right? Like, there was a couple of games where he just absolutely shit the bed, 100%, but yeah, Dallas is a tough team. You know, that's how they'll win games. Look at those two, the close games and overtime. Really, every single game was extraordinarily close besides this one. I don't know if this is an empty net or not. I can't check box score or anything, which would be cool if you could. Yeah. But I think that should kind of be the main acquisition. Is another goal scorer. Another true goal scorer. To have on that second line, a guy who could even play up if we want to go McDavid, Draisaitl down the middle if we need to mix things up. Now, I never tried Hyman Barabanov, but Hyman was doing way too good. he was really doing way too good with McDavid. Is exactly what McDavid needs, right? Kind of forechecking type dude, so McDavid could do McDavid-y things. But we do fall in the conference finals. But hey, man, Stanley Cup appearance, conference finals appearance, it's a pretty freaking good way to start out the series. The formula, I think, is working right now with McDavid, Draisaitl, and the way we're playing them. They can dominate. They can dominate. And again, we saw them dominate. We need more support for them now, I think. I think that's where we got to kind of get. We need a bit more support, especially in that top 6. I think I'm totally okay with going with a complete shutdown third line. 2-way forwards across the board who can, chip in offensively here and there, but we're likely not using them on the power play. We're going to continue to double shift Leon and McDavid. I think that's got to be a part of our winning formula. I think you got to ride those two, right? But next season, McDavid's up for that extension. And I mean, we've made the cup finals and we made the conference finals. I think that's enough to convince that man to sign here. We'll have to see what kind of price tag he's after. But you don't just let that man go. Draisaitl once again took a ridiculously team-friendly deal. I doubt we get the same thing for McDavid, but the German Czech guy is paving the way. Nuge contract's gonna get. It's not gonna get ugly at all. That's such a good contract. Even by the time, if he gets bumped down to third line at any point towards the end of it, with where the cap is, that's still gonna be an okay contract. Nuge ain't an issue. Yeah, it was a bit down in the playoffs, but I think our second line just needs to get better. We're relying a bit too heavily on goaltending and McDavid, Draisaitl dominate. They dominated, but when we didn't get A+ goaltending, when it fell down to B, or maybe even C, average goaltending, then, yeah, they couldn't carry us all the way. That makes sense. It's the playoffs. It's a team thing. Better goal scorer. I still like Barabanov. I think he's a good guy that you can keep in there. And again, he might get stat growth right now. May even gain an X factor. He had a really good season. 64-point season as an 84. We'll see. We'll see if he gets that stat growth. But that will be it for this one. Once again, we fall short of our goal. But with all this, I mean, is anyone going to object to us being able to keep McDavid? I don't think so. We are showing that this new management group is pushing for the cup and has the means and the know-how to do so, to build a roster on McDavid. We need that extra push. We're going to be looking for that. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button, of course, and I'll see you guys at the draft.